G'day guys, Reese here from Freeflo Club. Firstly, thanks very much for giving our ice trays a crack. I think that they're going to be awesome for whatever you're going to use them for. Boating, camping, fishing, down at the beach, or even our ice baths. Thought we'd just put together a quick kind of video outlining how to get the most out of your ice tray. Alrighty guys, I'm sure you probably figured it out by now, but obviously the first step is to fill them up. So you want to fill them about 90% of the way. That's just shy of 6 litres of water. So fill them up. I just fill them up outside with the hose. You can do it in the sink, under the tap, wherever you want, wherever's easiest. Alrighty, once your ice tray is filled up, what you want to do is make sure that your lid is on nice and tight and secured properly. So there's a few different ways you can do this. Personally, I find the easiest way is to line up the corner of this lid with the corner of your ice tray, heel it over and fold it around the corner, kind of like that. And I grab the other corner like that, do the same thing. And then basically just do that short edge like so, just wrapping it around basically. Once we've got this edge here, move on over to the long edges and kind of do them at the same time. And then any last bits, just kind of like so. So kind of go all the way around it to make sure that it's completely secure. Don't want any of this water getting out. But we're pretty well good to go. To test that it's not going to leak or anything, you can kind of hold it on the side and it should be able to hold like so, both sides. It's really important if you're planning on stacking one on top to have this nice and tightly sealed so that it kind of creates like a suction. You'll feel it, like a suction-y cup to it. So yeah. Also guys, easiest way to hold it is underneath here. This is a steel rim all the way around, so it makes transport super easy. Alrighty guys, once you've got your lids on your ice trays, they're ready to go straight into the freezer. So our ice trays are designed to be stacked up to 2 high. If you're looking to stack them, it's really important that this bottom lid is sealed correctly. So what you want to do is get your second ice tray, make sure that it's perfectly centered and it should rest nicely just on top like so. Any higher and this bottom one will collapse. You're going to need to wait until these two are frozen before you add any more. You may notice that the front caves in slightly. As long as your lid's tightly sealed, this will be alright and will stay intact. If you're struggling to get the stacking going, I've got a couple extra tips for you. Sometimes it helps to actually completely fill this bottom one up so that it's at 100% capacity. And the second one, just put in slightly less water so that it's a little bit less weight on this bottom one. You can also use other ice trays and kind of lean them against each other to help with stacking, or even the side wall of your freezer. But just practice around with it, make sure that you get it right first before you whack it in the freezer. So it varies from freezer to freezer, but typically after around 12 hours, your huge block of ice is going to be waiting for you. In that time, as it starts to freeze, you can add other ones on top too. When you're ready to get your block of ice out, it's pretty easy. You can either leave it in the sun for a couple minutes, or you can just run a bit of water over top of it. Should just slide out. When you're ready to whack it in the esky, you can either keep it as a big solid block if you want it to last for a while, or you can get the hammer into it and you're good to go.